smiling today, I just want to show you. This is my Tiffany medal that I've done, or that I got for doing the Magnus Women's Half Marathon, which I was very excited to do. And this is the Mayor's Marathon medal that I got for doing the Alaska Half Marathon. So I got to thinking, you know, we love wearing bling, but why is this medal so important? You know, I mean, really, you guys come out here in the cold, you do fundraising, it's hard work. You want to run your race, cross the finish line, and what do you want to do? You want to get a medal, right? I mean, who doesn't want this? So why is it so important? You know, you think about world-class athletes, they spend years of their commitment and focus to win a gold medal. So again, why is this medal so important? You know, I never really paid much attention to medals before I had cancer. 11 and a half years ago, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 3. I had a lump in my groin that sprung up out of nowhere. I was in my 30s. You know, I was active. I was an ER nurse at the time, so I worked 12-hour shifts. Most of my background, I've been an oncology nurse. I did spin classes, you know, socially active. I traveled the world, and I couldn't believe I had this lump in my groin. So I went to a surgeon. He did surgery, and when I woke up from surgery, he told me that I had cancer. And I was completely dumbfounded and shocked. I mean, how can this happen to me? Every cancer patient says those words and thinks, how did this happen to me? And every cancer patient goes through trauma during their treatment. I went through 8 cycles of chemotherapy, and it kicked my butt. After I got a chemo treatment, I typically would throw up for 4 days. I mean, vigorously, like days and days on end. Nauseous galore. I would be, you know, so fatigued I could barely even walk up a flight of stairs. I was just fatigued beyond anything I'd ever felt in my entire life. And I had lost, throughout the course of my treatment, I had lost 20 pounds compared to, you know, and I didn't need to lose 20 pounds. I had the anxiety, paralyzing anxiety, something I had never ever experienced before. So I just wondered, how did I become that person when I was so active and, you know, life was great and I was living this normal life before? So again, why is this medal so important? I remember sitting in the chemo room for my 8th and final, because I was to get 8 cycles of chemotherapy, 8th and final treatment. And it was Christmas time. There was a bulletin board with Christmas cards. And amongst the Christmas cards was a medal dangling. And I asked my nurse, I said, you know, what's up with the medal? And she told me that one of my doctor's patients did a marathon and gave my doctor the medal. And so I told her, I said, wow, whoever finishes chemo deserves a medal, and so does my doctor, you know? So that's when it kind of hit me how important a medal is. It's a sign of a hard road completed, a sign of triumph, right? I mean, you've crossed the finish line. And so I have to tell you, I did finish my 8th and final treatment, which I was so excited and happy to do. I didn't get a medal, unfortunately, but I did jump for joy. So it just put a whole new light on what a medal means. And so I just want to impart to you, as you run your race, I know you've been working so hard to raise funds, which you've done a fabulous job with, and, you know, training. But as you run your race, you cross the finish line and you get your medal, just think of those cancer patients, people battling, you know, battling cancer in the chemo room and going through treatment. And, you know, you have worked for their hope. You have, you know, you're working for contributing to life-saving new drugs and things like that. And so thank you all. As a survivor, I thank you all so much for what you've done and what you're doing, and go get your medal, and we'll cross the finish line, and we've all triumphed doing that. So go team!